Well, Mark, I think it's fair to say that result was coming, wasn't it? That win.
Yeah, it was. It was. The boys deserve that. Everyone deserves that. Again, it's been a great week of training. They put it in. They believed, and I could tell from the warm up they were on it. So they were primed for that, and it feels good. Great win.
Was the wind a big factor in that game?
It was. I think we looked at it the first half, and I think we had to weather it a little bit. And I said to me and Christian said to the boys at half time that was half the job done, a good job done. And I thought we believed the second half we'd use that a little bit to our advantage. So yeah.
And things have really been back in County's hands for some weeks, hasn't it? Really, in terms of you're within striking distance of the clubs above you. Plus the fact that clubs above you still have to come to Rodney Parade. Yeah,
there's some big games now coming up, obviously, but we knew we had to turn that fortress back into Rodney Parade being that fortress, and back-to-back wins is huge at home now, and hopefully we've got to use that to kick on one game at a time.
Why do you think that the results were so poor at Rodney Parade for so long, and now you've turned it?
I don't know, but it was important that we did turn it, and the boys wanted to turn it as well. We wanted to make Rodney a fortress, like we've said. And hopefully, back-to-back, like I said, back-to-back wins, we hopefully have. And we've got to kick on now on Tuesday.
And the funny thing is, when you get a win, the next game then looks a bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a quick turnaround, isn't it? So, the boys will be off tomorrow, training session, and we're back at it on Tuesday. Yeah. So, it's good, though. We need that to roll on, like you said, and hopefully now we can carry on Tuesday.
And Ackridge and Stanley a chance to get the first double of the season because you won up there.
Yeah. So again, like we said, we're keeping the boys in there one game at a time, but we know we've got two big games this week, and hopefully then we can take more points and get ourselves into a better position.
And you must be delighted with young Biggins. I mean, what a good player he is.
Yeah, listen, he gave it his all again, right? That he did at Bromley, or when we were away, last week, and he's followed it up again today. We told the boys, give us everything when you're ready, you tell us, and he's done that.
Were you concerned about early booking, because he is that type of player?
Yeah, two early bookings, especially both in centre mid. So we obviously had to be aware of that. But they're seasoned pros. They know how to move with the game, and yeah, they managed it well.
And how did you feel when Chesterfield pulled that late goal back?
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal. But again, we've got boys in there that know how to manage certain situations. They know how to act and how to not act, and they know how to slow the game down, and they did it well. They managed it well. And even when they said 7 minutes, I knew they were on it. They were fine.
And Ackridge and Stanley up next, obviously, on Tuesday, and then the big game, the Sevenside derby against Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, big week.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, big week. But so then we relish, right? We want those challenges, 2 big games, but that helps, obviously, leading into that now.
Yeah. So no surprise, then you have turned it. How do you expect it? You told me a few weeks ago.
It was important to us. And, when you go on a run like that at home, it's not a good feeling. And we want to give the fans everything we've got. And hopefully now we've given back-to-back wins at home, and that needs to continue now for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Andrew, would you like the rest of them?
Yeah, you're off the bottom. How important is that psychologically?
Psychologically, yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah. And obviously we've got that game in hand as well. So it's good for the boys. The first thing people asked straight away was the results around us, and yeah, that's great. But it's we want to be in control of our own destiny and not worry about other people around us.
And the next step, Tuesday night, you get a win, you could be out of the bottom 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, but we're not gonna carry it away. Obviously, people are watching the results around us, but for us, it's about getting the basic rights, doing what we want to do, and we'll be in control, hopefully, like I said, of our own destiny.
Spoke about Biggins' goal. What about Michael's goal? That was a special moment.
Great one, eh? I'm looking forward to watching that one back a few times. But again, Mike's deserved it. I thought he put a great shift in it against Gillingham, obviously last weekend, or the last game, and yeah, he deserves it. He's working hard and training. We're seeing the results, so I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a tough time with the red card, and fans getting on his back a little bit.
Well, exactly.
He's showing his worth now, hasn't he?
For sure, and hopefully, and that confidence, can kick on to further games. But I'm really happy for him.
And word on the fans today, they really
got behind us, didn't they? They really did, and it's huge for us. Like I said, we can feel it from the bench, and the players can feel it, and it does give you that extra 10%. So when they get behind us like that, and Rodney Parade's rocking, then yeah, it really helps. So a big thank you to them.